Welcome to another Ryan Sports Reviews. Today, I'm previewing the 2022 season for Toronto FC. We're back to club football. It's been a while, and it's been a long off season, but a fun one. Nonetheless, let's talk about my predictions and thoughts about the club for this upcoming 2022 season, which I am sure will be 100 times better than 2021. So, with that being said, 34 MLS League games await us, 3 Canadian Championship games, hopefully, and 4 MLS Cup playoff games, hopefully. Maybe 3, but hopefully 4. I don't think we're finishing first in the East, and honestly, with this team, do I really want that to happen? No. I really don't want the bye, tell you the truth. I'll take second, third, or fourth, and I think that's more likely anyway. But no Champions League this year, no friendlies as far as we know, no Leagues Cup, just a season, Canadian Championship, and the playoffs. And honestly, I think that's better for us. I think it's better that we miss the Champions League. Simmering down and watching this off season, the fact that Insigne comes in July. If we get Crescito, that will be in July. If Giovinco comes in, that's after he's done with Sampdoria in July because, well, it turns out he just went to Sampdoria because of one of their strikers being hurt. We need outside backs. Alro's going out on loan. Richie Larea, of course, left. We're getting Caden Chung from Pacific, Canadian Premier League champion. He's a pretty good outside back. But what are we doing with the other side? Kamar Lawrence will not be on the team. He's not on the team. He's gone. We'll see what happens with the Austin preseason roster. Maybe they have to call him back in and say, hey, you got to play. We got to keep you. But I don't know why they would do that, honestly. That doesn't seem right. And with Bradley, I think he wants players who have bought in to the system, who will buy into the system, to make this rebuild, reload, go off without a hitch. But we do have some players that are coming in early in February. Carlos Salcedo, defensively, we need defenders. So, good thing we're getting that done now. And it's not something we have to worry about the summer, like them building up chemistry quickly, as in Mavinga with Salcedo or McNaughton or O'Neal. We got the 3 guys that we need as backups. Salcedo, of course, is a starter as a DP. But McNaughton, hopefully he could do something in a pinch, as well as O'Neal. He was great with the Sounders last year. So we got our 3 center backs that are joining Chris in a good time span. I'm happy. If you asked me, what would I rather want first? Would I want your offensive guys, your new striker, your new winger, your new Cam early, or defenders? And I'm going to say defenders because that's what this team needs. And I hope they cover Bono enough, or Westberg, but especially Bono if he starts, to make him look better. Because I will say this, I will give this out, a little bit of a surprise. Not a surprise, but an early thing. I will not be putting Alex Bono in the bottom tier of the player pyramid. I will not. Because I think the defense will be good enough if he starts to cover him, to make him look better, kind of like 2017. I'm not saying that great, but he doesn't give up a goal every 20 minutes. I think the defense will cover him up enough to where maybe he gives up a goal a game, but we could outscore anybody, as it seems. Because if you look at the preseason already, 2 games in, a 5-4 loss to LA Galaxy. That's a really high-scoring game in the preseason, and they could score goals, and a 2-1 win over LAFC. Bob Bradley beats his former team in the preseason against Steve Cherundolo, their new manager. They could score goals. They could score goals. They still have 4 more to go in Austin before the season starts, and I guess they're going to Austin considering they start the season in Dallas. But I believe this team could actually have a good first half, a better first half than most people expect. And this isn't just the Canadian Championship games. I don't think they're just going to tread water. They're going to do pretty good. I'm going to say Toronto through the first half of the season will be 4th or 5th in the East. They're going to be hovering around that home playoff spot. And you say, why, Ryan? Why? I do believe in this team. They're getting Jesus Jimenez in as a TAM striker. They've paid his release clause from Poland. Spanish striker playing in Poland from Górnik Zabrze. They're going to get him. That's great. We have a striker while Io's out. And it's not just Achara and Peruzza. And they're good. And I like Achara and Peruzza. But it's good to have somebody who's played in Europe to give him a chance and say, hey, if this isn't working, you're not going to be starting. But if this is working, we don't need a DP striker. / we got a good striker on a very fair deal, a very good discount deal for the team, especially with Insigne, Pozuelo, and Salcedo as your DPs, which is great. If it doesn't work out, you have Io comes back. You can see how he does. You look at Peruzza, you look at Achara, and you say, okay, these guys are doing well, but we still need a DP striker, or Jimenez is good as a super sub. That's fine. Something like that. But it's good to have him in, because I think with strikers, your starting striker that isn't Jimenez is out for at least a month or two more with Io. Probably April. Probably late March, early April. So, yeah, early April, because you have the international break. So, early April is when I think we see Io Akinola. Probably not even starting. Probably a super sub. But then you still have Achara and Peruzza, and they have to play. But with 34 games and basically one game a week, this could be handleable. Pretty much. And then you have the Canadian Championship starting in May. Toronto gets the first round bye. Montreal, Toronto, and Vancouver get a first round bye. All 3 MLS clubs. So they have to play 3 games to win it. Everybody else would have to play 4. Which is good, I think. Now you could say, but Toronto, they were the runners-up. They deserve it. And they're still in the 2020 final. Why Vancouver? I don't know either, but this is a Toronto video. But Vancouver has gotten a free pass to the second round, which is probably as far as they're going to go. But I had to say it. But with that being said, Toronto FC would have to win 3 Canadian Championship games from May to July. Mid-July, I think, to get to the CONCACAF Champions League next year. So we could have that done and sorted early. We could have that done and sorted early, which is great. And there we go. With that being said, it's going to be a good season. I trust Toronto to do good things. And it's going to be a good season. A very, very good season. I trust anything this team would do. Insigne coming in is going to make this team look so much better than they already are. They're not really going to be treading water in the first half. They're going to do pretty well. I believe in them. They'll find ways to win and get points. This isn't like last year. They're going to build, and then by the time they get Insigne and possibly Criscito and possibly Destro or Belotti, things will be smooth sailing. And possibly Javinko as well. Things will be smooth sailing, and they'll get it going. And they'll just rack off wins. To me, I think Toronto FC is going to finish 4th in the East, 3rd or 4th in the East. They're going to get a home playoff game in the first round, and we'll see where that goes from there. Maybe they could host the second round if there is a upset in the 2 versus 7 match. Probably not, but we will see how that goes. And I believe that this club will do some big things. They will be 4th in the East. They will win the Voyageurs Cup. And they will win MLS Cup this year. I think they win 2 trophies this year. Voyageurs Cup and MLS Cup. I'm 100% certain. And they will go to next year's Champions League and win that. But we'll get there when we get there. So with that being said, can't wait for the season to start. It's going to be a great one. Lots of people gone, but a lot of people coming in. And Bob Bradley is here to change some things and here to make some things get better. Make things get better and win trophies. So I believe in General Bradley, both Generals Bradley, and let's see how this goes. So with that being said, if you like this video, support the channel by joining as a member, $1.99 or $4.99 a month on my YouTube memberships. Hit that join button right next to the subscribe button or the join link, the second link in my description for YouTube memberships. It's cheap, it's awesome, it's great. Join. We already have one. Let's get more. Also support by liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, hitting that big red bell notification once you subscribe, super chats on the live streams, putting this in playlists, share with your friends and family, all that great stuff. Next time you see me, could be the middle of next week, could be news, could be Super Bowl stuff. I don't know, but I think I'll have some stuff in the middle of next week, probably. Whether it's just stuff I have to record for later or a live stream interview or just Super Bowl stuff. So with that being said, or Toronto news, either way, I think we'll have a pretty nice week next week. So with that being said, I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace. Let's go. Come on, you Reds. Can't wait till the end of February. It's getting so close. Let's go.